So, if you've been around my channel for a while, you've noticed that I like to open packs. What's the point of opening packs, though, if you don't build decks out of those packs? Some of these decks I've had for eons, some of them are new because of new games, but this is my deck tech series. You'll see things for Overpower, Star Wars, Force of Will, and other games that I happen to enjoy will show up on this series because I like them. I'm sure you'll like them. So let's get into these decks. Welcome, heroes and villains, to fjookenterprises YouTube channel. Take a moment, relax, stop your bickering, and just enjoy the show. So, if you're going to suggest cards for this deck, just keep in mind that it's a pauper goblin deck. I can't have any uncommons or rares unless they've been printed as common. I recommend any suggestions, but just keep in mind, common. Anyways, let's get the deck tech going. We start off with Goblin Arsonist because the one thing I like doing is making an opponent think about whether or not they should block. And why not start off with the 1/1s with the Goblin Arsonists? He's just a 1/1 that has to attack every turn. Keep filling up the battlefield. That's all this guy's for. 1/1 that can hit for 1 on turn 1 before they have defenders out or even land is always nice. That's why there's 4 of them. So that is 12 1/1s for 1 that do different things. Speaking of making my opponent make choices whether they want to block, since the casting cost of a goblin deck is so low, they have to make the choice if losing a land is going to help them win or not. Making choices. Something you don't expect from blue. A boomerang on a creature. It's a 2/2 for 2 on top of that. There's 3 of them. 3 power in 1 card is nice. Evasion abilities is nice too. 3/3 for a 2/2 that has Red Fear. Menace, I guess he's called these days. All my creatures are 2 or less, so this will go off every time I attack. And it's one of my more expensive cards. I don't think you can build a goblin deck without Goblin Gernade. Goblin Gernade is just such a fun card. Probably one of the best cards from Fallen Empires, to be honest. Wish I had some of the alternate arts, but I don't. But there's 4 Goblin Gernades. And there's 4 lightning bolts in this deck. This is probably my most expensive card in the deck, is these. Which is a way more expensive instant Goblin Gernade. And then we're on to land, which I think there is 17 mountains in this deck. And 4 Great Furnaces. I think Great Furnance is pauper legal. I'll double check that after I post this. Well, I think the Great Furnance is legal. I'll double check before I post this. And that was my pauper goblin deck. In all the test games that I can think of, I can't. In my mind, in the test games that I've run it through, it looks pretty nice and snazzy.